Alrighty guys, today we're installing the Deez Nutz Tactical Super Safety. Welcome back to the Muzzlebroke channel, everybody. I appreciate you being here. So we're going to dive right into the installation of the Deez Nutz Super Safety. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our AR-15 lower stripped of the trigger and hammer, and I have all those original components out on the left-hand side of the table. The four components of the Super Safety are right here with their trigger, their little lever, their cam, and their modified detent pin. So to start the installation, we're going to go ahead and install their trigger. I'm going to go ahead and use these springs off of my mil-spec trigger and transfer them over to their proprietary cut trigger here. So once we have our springs transferred over to the proprietary trigger, we're going to go ahead and grab our mil-spec disconnector, set that on top, and we're going to go ahead and install this just like we would a normal AR-15 trigger. We'll go ahead and grab our trigger pin and install this with the smooth end first from the left hand to the right hand side of their lower receiver. So next we're going to go ahead and install our cam and our lever. So the lever is actually going to slide into this slot here in the cam just like this once we have it inside the gun. So we're going to grab our cam, slide that into the left side of the receiver, go ahead and put our lever down in there and fit those pieces together so that this lever faces the rear of the receiver, just like that. So these pieces are going to be pretty free and wobbly until we install that detent and spring, so just keep that in mind. Next, we're going to go ahead and install our mil-spec hammer just like we normally would. Go ahead and set that down in there, and we'll go ahead and grab our hammer pin, slide that into the left-hand side of the receiver with that smooth side first. Go ahead and line everything up, slam that pin home. So once we have the trigger and hammer installed appropriately, as well as that cam and that lever, we're going to go ahead and grab our receiver, flip it over. We're going to go ahead and grab that rounded detent that came with the Super Safety and push that in rounded side down into that slot right there. Again, we cannot use the mil-spec detent that was originally in our trigger and lower receiver. So once we have that detent set in that hole right there, we'll go ahead and grab our spring and our AR-15 pistol grip and install that pistol grip as normal. So we'll make sure we get that pistol grip in there nice and snug. Okay, so once we got that pistol grip installed, we'll go ahead and do a quick function check of the Super Safety. So pushing this safety all the way into the right is going to be our semi. So we pull the trigger, hammer goes forward, hammer resets. You set the trigger, pull the trigger, hammer goes forward. Great. If we push this all the way to the left, it's going to be our safe mode. There's not going to be any hammer fire. And in the center is going to be that Super Safety mode. That is it. We are absolutely finished. And our Super Safety is installed appropriately. Appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Go ahead and hit me with the subscribe to the Muzzlebroke channel if you can. I would really appreciate it. Y'all stay safe out there and have a great week.